I'm often asked by parents, what advice can I give them to help get kids interested in science? And I have only one bit of advice. Get out of their way. Kids are born curious, period. I don't care about your economic background. I don't care what town you're born in, what city, what country. If you're a child, you are curious about your environment. You're overturning rocks. You're plucking leaves off of trees and petals off of flowers and looking inside. And you're doing things that create disorder in the lives of the adults around you. And so then what do adults do? They say, don't pluck the petals off the flowers. I just spent money on that. Don't play with the egg. It might break. Don't. Everything is a don't. We spend the first year teaching them to walk and talk, and the rest of their lives telling them to shut up and sit down. So you get out of their way. You know what you do? And you put things in their midst that help them explore. Help them explore. Why don't you get a pair of binoculars? Just leave it there one day. Watch them pick it up and watch them look around. They'll do all kinds of things with it. For me, at age 11, I had a pair of binoculars and I looked up to the moon. And the moon wasn't just bigger, it was better. There were mountains and valleys and craters and shadows, and it came alive. Not the full moon, because there are no shadows cast when the moon is full. Gotta wait for it to be a half moon or a crescent moon. And look at the edge between light and dark with a simple pair of binoculars. I was transformed by picking up a pair of binoculars and looking up. And that's hard to do for a city kid, because when you look up, you just see buildings. And really, your first thought is to look in people's windows. Really. So to look out of our space and out of living space and look up to the sky, binoculars go far, literally and figuratively.
Denial of evolution is unique to the United States. I mean, we are the world's most advanced technological, so I mean, you could say Japan, but generally the United States is where most of the innovation still happens. People still move to the United States. And that's largely because of the intellectual capital we have, the general understanding of science. When you have a portion of the population that doesn't believe in that, it holds everybody back, really. Evolution is the fundamental idea in all of life science, in all of biology. It's very much analogous to trying to do geology without believing in tectonic plates. You're just not going to get the right answer. Your whole world is just going to be a mystery instead of an exciting place. As my old professor Carl Sagan said, when you're in love, you want to tell the world. So once in a while I get people that claim they don't believe in evolution. And my response generally is, so why not? Really, why not? Your world just becomes fantastically complicated when you don't believe in evolution. I mean, here are these ancient dinosaur bones or fossils. Here is radioactivity. Here are distant stars that are just like our star, but that are at a different point in their life cycle. The idea of deep time, of this billions of years, explains so much of the world around us. If you try to ignore that, your worldview just becomes crazy. It's just untenable, self-inconsistent. And I say to the grown-ups, if you want to deny evolution and live in your world that's completely inconsistent with everything we observe in the universe, that's fine. But don't make your kids do it, because we need them. We need scientifically literate voters and taxpayers for the future. We need people that can, we need engineers that can build stuff, solve problems. It's just really a hard thing. It's really a hard thing. You know, in another couple centuries, that worldview, I'm sure, it just won't exist.